Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. I'm really excited to be doing this episode. This person made me reschedule him. Once. And he almost got put in a headlock, but that's okay. He's here now, and we're gonna make sure you guys have a really exciting episode to watch. So again, thank you for tuning in. Of course, thank you to Mike and Allison up there with Rogue Media Network, trying to make sure I look all snackish, and so does my next guest. So before we get started, I definitely want to make sure to let you guys know if you could please like, subscribe, and share this episode of The Public Affair. And I definitely want to give a shout out to a few of our sponsors of The Public Affair. Of course, this episode is brought to you by Four Brothers Construction with my boy Joe Olvera. He provides custom home designs and renovations. He also focuses on roofing, remodeling, renovations, plumbing, tree removal, electrical work, and so much more. Joe and his whole bunch of snacks, which 3 of them were just in prior episodes of The Public Affair, will make sure your home is looking right and everything that you want. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the J Pedal and Poke with Junior Fuentes, Thomas Roberts, and their entire family. They provide delicious, savory Japanese crepes and poke bowls, which I just rolled around in last night, and it's delicious, darling. They also have handcrafted Thai roll ice cream for dessert. Choose from the menu or create your own like me, because I like to be in control. Check out their locations on University Parks Drives and Hewitt's Drives, and place your order online at jpedaltx.com. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the David Santabanez, the #1 sales agent in his office at Alinea Real Estate, to help you buy a home or sell your home. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea, or call the number on the screen, darling, for all your real estate needs. I love me some David Santabanez, and one of these days we're going to find my dream chateau, and I just believe in him so much. Thank you for being a longtime sponsor, bro. Of course, to Frank Bizo at B&J Refinishing. He focuses on resurfacing bathtubs, counters, sinks, tiles, and more to original showroom quality, offers 5-year warranty on most work, and has the best prices in town. And of course, he does not stop there, because Frank also has Code Town Tint, which is a mobile tint and detailing business that offers the best high quality film and products, and will be all competitor prices. Now, literally, Frank is like the king of everything and does every single thing, because you can also hit him up for inflatables like a mechanical bull, a margarita machine, tables, chairs, and a foam machine, which I definitely need just because he makes all your parties lit, and he does everything. Frank, thank you so much for being a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair. I really appreciate you, man. Of course, to Sid Rodriguez with my boy at Elite Barbershop. He's located on Hewitt Drive. You can download the app or call the number on the screen to book Sid Rodriguez and his whole band of barbers that make you look all cute. Shout out to Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, D-Rod, and Isaac over there making you look all snackish. For more than 70 episodes of The Public Affair, they made me look like an entire meal, and I love it. Sid, thank you for being a longtime sponsor of The Public Affair. I appreciate you, bro. Of course, to Pollo Box and Audio with Jeffrey Monreal. He focuses on installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and much more. Jeffrey is the GOAT. I love him. He's made my car look so pimped out, and I love it. If you guys need any of that work done, make sure you hit up Jeffrey Monreal with Pollo Box and Audio. Of course, to Midway Nutrition with my boy Marcos Cordero, located on Hewitt Drive. He sells meal replacement shakes with tons of different flavors. The Honey Nut Cheerio is, of course, my favorite, because it has been forever. He also has some really great teas that'll energize you in the morning. Definitely a healthier meal replacement if you guys are looking to something that's not going to make you bloated and make you feel all nice and snackish. Marcos, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And if you guys are located in the Waco area, Waco Nutrition and Energy, located on Spate for a little bit more convenience for people that live in that side of town, make sure you check them out too. More to come later. Also, to one of my new sponsors, Plaza Waco. They are the best outdoor event center in Waco. Make sure you guys hit them up to book your next event, like a wedding, quinceañera, corporate event, whatever you'd like. They also host live concerts and events. Make sure you guys follow them on Facebook at Plaza Waco Rodeo, or call the number on the screen, darling, for more information and to book your next event. Plaza Waco, thank you so much for hopping on the sponsorship train. I appreciate you guys, and it's a complete honor. Thank you so much. All right, guys, so like I said, I'm really excited of this episode of The Public Affair. I've been wanting this guy on. We had a meeting about a year ago. Or
yeah, just about a year ago.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. And you know,
he had me waiting.
I did. I have all my men waiting. Okay. We had a nice dinner. He wined and dined me, and I said, you know what? I would definitely want to revisit this in the future. 50 episodes later, I have another realtor on The Public Affair, and it's none other than the sultry and easy on the eyes, Mr. David Villegas. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. I'm so happy that you came. Thank you for not canceling this afternoon. I was really stressing out. I was sweating at my radio remote. I did a radio remote today, and all I could think about was, oh my God, if you cancel, I'm going to put him in a headlock.
No, I had to make it a day. I couldn't cancel on you.
Well, I'm really, really grateful. We're not going to keep you too long because you have a house to show right after this. So I don't want you to lose your little monies. But how old are you?
I'm 22.
See, okay, can I explain to you why? Now I feel validated and why I made you wait so long. I have a lot of young guests guests that I've been inviting on the show, and I usually make them wait because I want to see how consistent they're going to be, and I want to see like their work ethic. And I feel like you've really been putting in work. Like before, it was like a little bit of the struggle bus, but I feel like that's how we all start. And now you're selling houses out your ass. Like,
yeah, I mean, I saw the benefit of it, and you know, I was like, as long as I keep pushing, I'm gonna make something out of it, and that's my goal with it.
I think you're doing really good so far.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, the timing was right. This episode of The Public Affair is perfect for you, and we're gonna definitely take a shot to commemorate the fact that you're here, and we got you some. Okay, so you know I drank dark liquor on my last episode of The Public Affair, which I'm going to get in tons of trouble for. As of right now, it's not out, but by the time, you know, this episode comes out, it would have been out. But anyway, and shout out, you know what? Okay, so as the recording of this episode, we're close to Halloween. It's like a few weeks away, right? And so he got these cute little skull glass shots.
Yeah, I went out to the mall, and I figured this was going to be it for the occasion.
Where did you get these from?
Spencer's, actually.
Did you get anything else from Spencer's?
No.
You should have bought something else from me from Spencer's. I wouldn't have judged you. We keep it between us, David. Okay, let's definitely take a shot. I should have asked for a bottle of water beforehand. We get it on the break. Because once I take the shot, I'm going to start flop sweating, okay? Cheers, cheers. Ooh, clear liquor. This makes you have sex. Okay. Jesus Christ. Ooh. Are those double shots?
I think so.
Oh my God.
It's a pretty big shot.
David, I told you I'm not eating today. Holy shit. This episode's going to go south. All right, Jose Cuervo, thank you so much for that. All right, I'm getting late tonight. Can you introduce yourself to us? Tell us a little bit about who you are.
All right. Well, everyone, good afternoon. My name's David Villegas.
Okay, we're not buying a house.
Well, I'm David Villegas. You know, I'm 22 years old. I'm from California.
Hey.
I made my way down here to Texas, and I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
I would never make the change to go back.
Yeah.
Because I've been back to California, and man, there's so much traffic.
Same, huh?
It's not the same at all.
Yeah.
Texas all the way.
I mean, I've never been to California, but my boy Wormy lives out there right now, and I just want to go out there and lay naked on the beach and eat sushi. Like, that's all I want to do. Like,
the beach is nice. It's good for tourists, but as far
fuck
as
your
living
rodeo
there,
drive and all that bullshit. I just want to lay on the beach. Where's Andrew? Oh, over there naked as fuck, like eating sushi and drinking margaritas. But anyway, go ahead. How old were you moved to Texas?
I was like 11 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why did I think you were here a lot shorter than that? Like,
no,
we had this conversation.
I've been here for what is it?
Quite a while.
11 years.
Was it in Waco or?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
got you.
Yeah, we moved straight to Waco.
And what high school?
Waco High.
Shout out to Waco High.
Yeah.
Year 2000.
17.
Oh, God.
Yeah, 2017. Yeah.
I graduated in 2009. I feel like an old prude. I'm talking to Allison, by the way, out there. She's shadowing. Yeah, okay. No, so, and like I said, how we met was through Raul. So the transition between California, you were relatively young when you moved here to Waco.
Exactly.
Like, you were about the same age as when I moved to Waco, because I moved here when I was about 14. So it's like a 3-year age difference. So I love New York. I'm, from Long Island. And I wish I could live there, but I really like living in Waco too. Don't you feel like I feel like the only people who don't like living in Waco are the people from Waco. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But whenever they ask me about Waco, I mean, I love it. I was able to grow here, and I became what I am now.
Okay.
And
do you think things would have been different had you stayed in California? Like,
definitely.
were you like on some roach nigga status or like?
No, I mean, I'm coming from a family that's from Mexico.
Oh, okay.
And so we were just trying to make a living out of it. And so whenever we were in California, we didn't have much. So we went from California to Colorado, and then to Texas, and here, I mean, we've all been able to grow.
Right. Now, when you say that your family's from Mexico, did they migrate over here, or like cross the border type stuff? Oh wow. So did you guys have to Did you guys have to deal with a lot of trials and tribulation? It was that double shot.
No, I mean, there was a lot of hardship for sure. I mean, my dad broke his back trying to get us where we're at right now, and I'm so thankful for him.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he did everything he could to give us what he was able to give us. And I mean, he's done a great job. I mean, 2 sisters went to Baylor, brother's a nurse, and, and I got into real estate, so.
You guys are all doing good.
Yeah, we're all doing good. So he did a great job.
Yeah, that's good. And your parents, do they still live here?
Yeah. We're all still together here in Waco.
Oh, that's cool. ¿Todo español?
Sí,
okay.
hablo español.
Yo quiero un capítulo todo en español, puro español. I'm working on it, okay?
No, se veía muy chévere.
Yeah, no, tengo miedo porque no hablo mucho español. Es mi segundo idioma.
Sí.
¿Cómo se dice? Okay, yeah. So, yo tengo miedo para hacer este episodio, pero Voy a set up the episode, I promise. Okay.
No, sometimes I get scared talking in Spanish because it feels like I'm just translating in my head.
Right. Well, that's the one thing I wish that I would have learned growing up was, I mean, my parents speak fluent Spanish. We're Puerto Rican, but they did not teach me. And so I taught myself. I did. I listened to Shakira and Frankie J on a fucking loop, like back to back.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. And then I worked at a Mexican, shout out to Altos de Jalisco and Hewitt. Okay. I worked at that Mexican restaurant when I was in high school. And I mean, everybody was fine as fuck, but they didn't speak English. So anyway, okay. So your life growing up for you, I mean, you said that your parents, I mean, they really went to bat, you know. I mean, would you say that it was a traditional household where your mom kind of stayed home and watched the kids? And
no, I mean, everyone was working.
Everybody was working.
Yeah, my dad, my mom, they were working. I mean, my dad every now and then he'd have us doing small jobs, like just trying to get business. And I mean, I feel like that. My dad, he gave me a good mindset as far as making money. Right. I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to is hard work.
Right. And now you guys were born here, you mentioned, correct? Okay. So you didn't have, I mean, like, do your parents, are they like residents now?
Yeah, they're residents now. So, you know, essentially you make your way into America and you try to stay as a good civilian as possible. Right. You know, I mean, we're all paying taxes regardless if we're not filing or not.
And we all have those hoe times, like, you know. I do.
So, you know, you're working your job, you get your money. Okay. And then you pay for an interview with immigration pretty much. And then you go through the process and then that's when you get your residence. But
see, I feel like that's such a chore. That's why I'm just looking for a man who can just let me marry him and give him papers. You know what I mean? It's easier to go that route, like, but everybody asleep on Andrew G. Like, even when I went on my Grindr World Tour over the weekend, like, it was just
put that.
I did. I talked about it on my last episode. I'm gonna get in tons of trouble. I know I am, but whatever. I don't care. I did. I went on a Grindr World Tour. It was great.
Just put it on your profile.
On profile. That's what I should have fucking did. But I put like something like hablo español y soy discreto because I was really trying to be discreet with it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I talked about it on my last episode. So go watch it if you haven't seen it. Okay. So you know what? You went to Waco High. So you pretty much you grew up here.
Yeah, I pretty much grew up here in Waco.
Okay, got you. Okay, so did you go through any challenges? I mean, surely you only spoke Spanish, or by the time you were 11, were you speaking English?
No, I mean, I grew up speaking Spanish and English.
Okay, got you.
My parents primarily speak Spanish, but as far as like getting by, I mean, I had to learn one way or another.
Got you. Okay.
My siblings, they had already been through it, so they taught me along the way.
I got you. Yeah. So you mentioned that you had two sisters that went to Baylor, and then so your brother is a nurse.
He's a nurse.
Is he hot?
I mean, I can send you a picture of him.
Yeah. See if they look like David Villegas, then they must.
No, they say we look alike.
They do. Oh shit! Yeah, that means he's hot.
He's his older brother.
That means he's fine. Give him my number. Is he gay?
No, he's not. No.
Listen, there's 4 of you. Somebody has to be gay, okay? That's the odds. It was me and my brother, and 50-50 chance, and look at me now. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
It does, yeah. There's 25% chance one of you are gay. Okay, so you know what? I definitely want to talk to you about becoming a realtor. So you are relatively young. You're only 22 years old. I definitely think that you've been making your way up the ranks, for sure. Like I said, when we first met you, you were just kind of getting started, so you didn't really have a lot going on.
I think I had gotten my first listing. Okay. And you know, I was scared through the process. I had no clue what I was jumping into. I mean, it's a whole career.
Yeah. What was that? Like, why? Like, why did you want to do that?
Well, you know, I've always been doing sales since I was young.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I was working at Hilton at the front desk, and you know, sometimes we'd have to make sure that we sold out for the nights.
You worked at the Hilton?
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Did you ever see some sus people come up there?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, because so one of my, I didn't share this on the last episode, but in one of my Grindr World Tour weekends, I had to meet somebody at a hotel. Oh. And I was scared because I knew somebody that worked at the hotel. So I was like, you know, like, do you ever think like, oh shit, they're going up there?
I didn't see any locals. It was a lot. It was during the time when Magnolia had just became the biggest thing. So we had people coming in from Australia, Alaska, California.
Those are the main ones. They're on business.
Exactly. and so they just wanted to come here and tour Magnolia.
Okay, got you.
They made a big thing.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. But you saw some sus people, but you didn't come to think like, hey, they're probably on a Grindr hookup. Yeah.
No, that didn't come to mind.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, go back. Well, I thought like I feel like, oh shit, like I have to wear my mask and my glasses because now people know who I am now because of this shit, and it's like fucking Christ, I'm like I can't be that discreet, you know. But I did. I got away with it, so I was really happy. But anyway, so becoming a realtor, as you were saying, you were in sales.
Yeah. So I was in sales, and then after that, I did waiting. I was a server at Cheddar's. I did that for like 3 months. I mean,
Cheddar's.
Yeah, I mean, the food is good, but working there, I mean,
yeah, they be having fights and shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. My friend beat somebody up over there one time. It was like the biggest story ever.
Yeah, I think there was a fight like a few years ago where the cops were called.
Yeah, no, like, can I just get my chicken wrap? Goddamn, like, like, why is this gonna be? No, I love me some Cheddar's. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's one of those places. Yeah. Okay, so you were there for 3 months.
I was there for 3 months, and then I started working at Dillard's. So I did Dillard's for about a year. I sold men's shoes, and then after that, transitioned to women's shoes.
Yeah.
And man, like,
how did you as a man sell women's shoes? Was that hard?
It was hard because there was women there that had already been working there for 10 plus years, and they had their clientele that would go with them like every other weekend.
Oh, okay, so they already.
No, and they were sharks for sure.
Sharks.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So sharks in sales is like, they're gonna do anything for the sell.
Okay.
They're gonna attack the little ones.
Yeah.
So that they could go in for the sell.
You know what? Like, okay, so I just started doing radio sales at Power 108. I mean, I've been on the air for 6 years, but now, like, since I'm full time, when I'm not on the air, I do sales for commercials. And I'm really grateful because me and my coworker, shout out Lupe, we're not like that. You know what I mean? Like, we're just over here chilling. Like,
I mean, whenever I was on the men's side, we were all chill. It was like you either wanted the shoe or you didn't. We weren't gonna fight.
It ain't even that serious. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not even about to go above and beyond to be a shark. I never heard that term, but good.
But yeah. In sales, that's what they're called.
Okay, so did you have a lot of like?
There was a lot of trials there, and then anytime they could, they would send me back to the stock room just so that they could get the sales floor. For themselves.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, it was a struggle.
Okay, so you didn't. So it's probably safe to say that you particularly did not care working there.
Yeah, I mean, I was just there for the hours.
Okay.
It was
listen, my motto is that if I have to sleep with you to get the sale, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. No, I don't. Like, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. If I lay on my back for free, I might as well lay on my back, get the sale. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Now, I haven't had to do it just yet. But if it came down to it, I'm not opposed to it, damn it. Okay, so then
give me my money.
Yeah, exactly, all right? I've been doing it free way too long. They put me on game my last episode.
Oh.
But anyway, Okay, so was it after Dillard's you were like, you know what, I'm going to take a try in this? Or
No. So after Dillard's, that whole time I was going to MCC. I got my associates, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do. Right. Initially, I wanted to do accounting, but it's crunching numbers. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It gets
I have a friend
boring.
That's an accountant. I'm like, that has to be like the most boring job ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. I was like, no, I want an accountant for myself.
Okay.
Or at least I can know what to do whenever I start making money. And so,
which is good, by the way, that you did that. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm really happy that I took that step.
Okay.
And I started working at Gold's Gym. I was selling memberships. That's where a lot of people know me from is from Gold's Gym.
Have you guys seen him? You can take your shirt off if you're getting a little too hot. Okay.
It's okay.
No, I'm just saying if it gets a little too sweaty in here because we're taking these shots. Yeah. I was hoping my last guest would do it, but he didn't. He got scared. He thought I was really gonna say something. Anyway, go ahead. So you were working at Gold's Gym.
I was working at Gold's Gym, and in that process, I was going to school.
Yeah.
And my dad started talking to me. He was like, you know what's a good business right now? It's real estate.
Oh, real estate, yeah.
And I was like,
that's why you're here.
Yeah, so that's why I'm here. He gave me a good idea as far as getting into real estate.
Yeah.
And I'm happy I took that step because right now I have a lot of friends asking me. They're like, hey, how do you get into real estate? Like, is it good? Is it worth it? And I encourage anyone to do it.
Right. It definitely, you know what? Like, it definitely seems like a business that a lot of people are getting into, but I would think that it's really competitive. I mean, do you feel that way?
It is for sure. It's pretty competitive. Competitive in the way that you're trying to get listings. Okay. Listings is the hardest thing to get at the moment because no one wants to sell.
Right.
They see the value of their house and they're like, where am I going to move to afterwards?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it's like they sell their house for 100,000, and then what are they going to move into after that?
Because nothing's selling for 100,000.
Exactly. I mean, prices have shot up.
Are there lots of sharks in the real estate business?
I haven't encountered any, so
Bitches.
I won't say that. I won't say that.
Yeah, no. Can we take this other shot real quick?
Let's get this shot.
I'm trying to get him nice and sweaty in case he gets hot. You know what I mean? Why was I blowing on it like it's hot?
Ooh. That one hit.
Oh my goodness gracious! You have to go to that selling or whatever you're doing after this. What do you call it? A showing?
Yeah. So I got 3 showings after this. It's fun. I love doing showings.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay. I was gonna say, excuse me. what is your tactics in selling a home? Like, so I have to imagine that it's really hard. Like, I mean, I never really asked David, who is my personal realtor. We were looking for, I'm slurring my words now. You know, like David really, I never really asked him what was going on behind the scenes or whatever, but like, what do you do besides take your clothes off to sell the house?
So once I get a client, you know, I get them through the process, make sure they're certified to, they're pre-approved, I should say.
Right.
So once they're pre-approved, I let them know, hey, these are your options. Once I filter them out through my system, let them know, hey, you got 5 houses to look at.
Yeah.
We go look at each one of them. I let them do their thing, you know. Right. Once they see the house, they'll know what house it is. And I mean, you know, sometimes I try to.
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking the first thing I thought about in every single house was, where am I going to have sex?
hey, that's one thing to think of. Yeah,
you have to.
It's important.
Which room am I breaking in right now?
Oh, all of them.
Yeah, I mean, not with David, obviously. But
no, you know, I let them tour the house. You know, I show them it's like 3 bed, 1 bath.
Okay, got you.
And if they like the house, that's when we.
But is there like a special, like, do you have a special way with your words as far as selling the house? I mean, like,
you know, I don't try to persuade them into buying the house. I let them do that on their own.
Right.
Because one thing I know about a house is you'll know it's your house once you step into it. I mean,
yeah. They say that because when I was with David Santabanez and we went to like 20 houses, okay?
Exactly.
And then there was one house in North Waco, which I really didn't want to move to that area, but it was a cute little house. Like, it spoke me.
Exactly. It speaks to you.
It speaks to you. Like,
it speaks to you.
I looked out, it was like a blue-ass house. It was on McFerrin. Whoever outbid me on the house, fuck you. It was on McFerrin. I just like, oh, this is like, you know, you could see me in this house.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like if you're asking me to show you a blue house, like you want a blue house.
Yeah.
And I'm showing you 3 red houses. You're not gonna like it. I don't
want it.
Exactly.
But I didn't even tell him I want a blue house. I just like, at first I was like, fuck this house. I don't want this house. Then it was blue, and I was like, it looks like a doll house, and I'm a doll. You know what I mean?
And so what I do during the showings is, you know, I'll hear remarks. They're like, oh, I like the countertop on this kitchen.
Okay.
So I try to look for.
So you take like little notes. Like,
exactly.
These houses have that.
Yeah, these houses have this, and this is what they've liked.
Right.
And then that's when I start recommending.
And I have to say, just kind of go back to what you said, like, you know, it's your house, because at first when it's so weird that both of you name are David, but when Santabanez told me, you know, you're gonna have that feeling, we went on this one other house on James, which if you really bought that house, then really fuck you, because I really wanted the house.
That was my house.
Oh, we were so sad, David.
And this market, you know, you show a house, next thing you know, it's on contract.
Fucking yes. And you want to know what? I just knew it was my house because we went to look at it, and I sat too long on it because I was scared. He said, bro, it's off the market now. We got to look for another one. All right, bet. Then the other one, somebody outbid me. Then he said, Andrew, that house on James is back up on the market. I said, David, I don't give a fuck what we have to do.
Jump on it.
Who I have to blow or whose pussy I have to eat. We're going to fucking buy this house, okay? And so we did. We met up at fucking McAllister's and put the whole thing. I was like, tell them I'll put this much. I don't, you know, like, I don't have it, but we'll figure it out. And somebody still outbid us. But it was that house that I walked into because I didn't know what he was talking about when he said that. And when I walked into that house, I was like, David, this is my house. Like, this is my house.
You get that feeling.
You do. It's a weird, I cannot explain to you guys, like, right? You can't explain.
Exactly, you can't explain it.
I just walked in and I was like, I could see myself walking in naked in this house and my side piece coming through the side door. It's more discreet. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, and whenever I do the showings, I've seen a few houses because I still live with my parents, so I don't have my own house yet.
Right.
And so I walk in these houses and I'm like, man, I really I like this house. This is something I want to get into. But you know,
it's a feeling that overwhelms you.
Exactly.
It is, but it's not even like, you know what, because the house that was on James, like, first of all, they were selling it for way too damn much. The little outplugs were outdated. I had to call Silly Buns Morrow to go out there and fucking look at it. Like, hey, you could change the little plugs, right? But, you know, Morrow? No, because he went to university, right? I don't know. He plays soccer.
I don't know that many people from
okay, got you. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, digressed. But yeah, there was that feeling. I don't remember where I'm going with this. But, you know, how do you? So you say you don't have your own place.
No.
Okay.
So I'm still at my parents. I mean, they've been real laid back with me.
Right.
I'm the youngest of the 5, so.
I was like spoiled.
Yeah, I'm a tad bit spoiled.
Yeah, I got you. You know what? But like, so how do you go about selling a house when you don't even own property yourself? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've already had I've had 4 sales so far, so I relay back to those experiences and I let them know, look, if you feel like this is a house for you, let's jump on it. As far as like sales tactics go, I look at the price, I compare it to other houses in the area, by bedroom, footage, all that, and I tell them, okay, this is what I suggest. But ultimately, it's up to you as a buyer. What do you want to do?
I'm sorry, it's this fucking tequila.
This tequila.
Do you feel it?
I'm feeling it.
I feel something in between my legs, but it's not you. So, you know what? And I love Brittany, but I really want to ask you this question. Like, do you ever, like, this is so perverted too, so you guys don't judge me, but do you ever go in a house and be like, okay, so let me just share a story. I'm not going to say where it was, but I worked for a place that did something similar. Mm-hmm. And my dream there was to get boned in one of those things and in one of those houses. And I didn't get boned in them, but I was really sad. Like, do you ever think about, like, Brittany, I love you. But do you ever think about stuff like that? Like,
I mean, you know, honestly, what's going on in my head is I hope this is a house. But by then, this is already like the 5th showing of the day.
I know it's really perverted. A job that I had, let's go with that. I was like, damn, I can't wait to get boned in one of these. And it never happened, and I was so sad.
No, I mean, I love her. I love her so much, but that has
no, I wasn't talking about like with another girl. Like saying
no.
There. Okay.
But yeah. It's not one of those things that just pops in my mind.
Brittany looks like she fights. Brittany, don't even come to my DMs talking that shit, please. All right?
Get him.
I love her. Have you had to deal with any difficult clients? I mean, you are pretty relatively new.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever feel like you like deal with those people that like know more than you, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, there's some clients that I've worked with.
Okay.
I won't say names or anything.
You don't have to,
but
because I don't need another fucking lawsuit. Please don't come to my DMs.
You know, I've already showed more than 30 houses to them, and each house, you know, they pick out like any little thing.
Don't you hate that shit?
It gets annoying,
especially when it's the men. Like, you want to know what? Let me shut up. Anyway, go ahead.
Sometimes you have to deal with those customers.
I listen. You know what? I will say this: at my last job, I had one of the sales guys come up to me because the tire was flat on the thing that he was selling. Mm-hmm. I don't want to put them, but anyway, but he told me, he was like, yeah, that the husband was getting really mad at me and was like making me change the tire. And I was like, excuse me, if my man isn't out there changing the fucking tire and he asked another man to do it, I'm going to fuck the guy changing the tire and then I'm going to fucking break up with you because you better go change that goddamn tire, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to sit here and make me look fucking stupid. You know, I ain't no bitch. You know what I mean?
Sense.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there was one time, like back when I was working at Goldstream, I mean, there was this guy that, this was when COVID was just was a thing.
Yeah.
Everyone had to wear a mask, and he swore up and down that he didn't have to.
Oh,
and I was just like, dude, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to leave. And
it was a customer.
It was it was a customer, and he threw the biggest fit. Like,
really,
we were about to call the cops and everything because we were kicking him out. And I mean,
call the cops. Y'all weren't gonna handle him.
Well,
everybody that works at Gold's is a beefcake.
I wasn't gonna mess with the guy.
Right. Okay.
I mean, that's just me as a worker. I mean,
yeah, you don't
me outside the gym, then it's...
No, but you don't strike me as the type that's confrontational and likes to fight.
No, I try to find the common grounds.
You look like a lover, not a fighter.
Exactly.
He looks like a good lover, not a fighter. Anyway, so yeah, you've had to deal with the difficult customers or whatever. Like, what are the little things that they pick at? I mean, and how do you handle that as a realtor?
I mean, you know, foundation is the main thing that I've seen here in Texas, and it's sexes. So the dirt moves pretty often. I mean, there's a lot of movement here in Waco. And so you'll see cracks on the wall, and I told them it's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you get it fixed, and a year from now, there's going to be another crack.
There's going to be another crack, yeah.
And some people, you know, they're coming out from out of state, and they don't get that. Because they're coming from different states, and so I have to make sure that they get it.
Baby, let me tell you something. David Santabania love me because David, I don't give a fuck about no foundations. If there's a crack, we put a little picture of me over it. You know, there you go. That's it. But I think he'll agree too that I was easy to work with.
Just put a poster of the public affair on it.
That's it. Put a picture. I can't wait to have a butt naked ass picture of me with like some fur over my piece. You know what I mean? Because now I look like a fucking snack because I work out of SoCo.
You lost some weight.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the last time you saw me, I was a fucking blubbering mess, right? Yeah. You see me now, right?
I mean, honestly, from a year ago to now, like you've lost some weight.
Thank you, David.
What is that, like 30 pounds?
30. Bitch, it was 55.
Uh-oh.
You better give me my little 25 pounds. Do I look like a snack to you?
You've lost some weight. So I said,
but do I look like a snack to you? That's all. No homo. No homo.
No homo?
Yeah, no homo. Do I look hot? No homo. We're not being gay. Pretend. Look. Hey, bro, do I look hot, man?
Oh, no. I won't answer.
Thank you. Okay,
no response.
He nodded yes. Anyway,
no comment.
Okay. I love Brittany. I love your girlfriend, by the way. Okay, so anyway, so you know what? Have you had to deal with any negative reviews as far as being a realtor?
No, I mean, honestly,
everybody's been nice.
They've been nice.
Okay.
I mean, this past sale that I had this older lady coming in from California, and she loved what I did.
Right.
She compared me with the realtor she was working with out there.
Oh.
And
well, you are from California. So
yeah,
you still have that running through your blood.
So
you do, like you're from California.
Yeah, I mean,
was that inappropriate? No.
No.
Yeah.
But you know, she was telling me, she was like, you know, you're explaining everything to me that this realtor didn't. and I know what's going on over here, but over here, and in California, I have no clue what's going on.
I got you.
And so she complimented me a lot.
And,
she was really
yes,
happy.
and you know what sounds great? You don't strike me as the type of salesperson that overpromises anything. Like I couldn't like me. I'm a salesperson too now, and I don't like. Look, this is. Yeah. I really feel like you should get this because you get more for your buck with this. Like, exactly. And it'd be the cheapest package.
I'm pretty upfront about it because, I get my commission of it, but. You know, it goes back to ethics.
It really does.
Morally, I won't feel right.
I agree with you. That's why I like on the radio, I sell the cheapest packages because like I'm going to sell what I feel like is affordable, number one, but number two, worth it. And I feel like the same would go for a house. And I don't want to be, you said it so good. It goes into ethics. Like I don't want to be branded as that person that is like, that's like not a shark. What do you call it? Like that does the most. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean that's shady.
There's people that take advantage of you. For sure.
No, like I don't, even car salesmen. Like, that's why I slept with one on Grindr. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that they just want the sales at the end of the day,
right? Because the commission, the money speaks volumes.
Exactly.
But it's not worth me lying to you. Then you don't get what you. Yeah, exactly. I feel that way.
To me, it goes back down to those ethics.
Absolutely, yeah.
And ethics. I mean, especially building a brand like in real estate, you want to make sure you have some good ethics.
I got you. That's really good, David. I'm really happy with them. So, I mean, you mainly dealt with just positive reviews, which is really good. You're working at Alinea, which I love. You know, the first time I went to Alinea, we had the back to school bash with Elite Barbershop. Yes,
that was
Were
fun.
You there?
I was there.
You were there?
Yeah. I was doing some. Or no. What was it? The first bash?
It wasn't the second bash that we just worked at. We'll talk about that here in a second.
Okay, because
it was the first bash. No, you were at the second bash. You were with me. I had David calling out the winners because I was getting fucking tired.
Yeah,
dude.
There was a lot of numbers.
It was. Let me tell you something. Nobody understands. I am a radio DJ, okay? And my show is 2 hours a day on the radio, okay? And then I do this podcast, and the episodes usually run about an hour and 45 minutes. To MC for 4 hours is really tough, and nobody understands that.
Was it a Saturday morning or Sunday?
It was Saturday or Sunday morning. I can't remember. I love that I can cross my legs right now. I'm like feeling myself with the fucking tequila. But no, but like, yeah, like nobody understands being an MC for that long. Like your voice starts giving out, you know? Yeah. So I did have David. It was the second annual back to school bash that we had with Alinea Real Estate and Elite Barbershop. The public affair was there emceeing. I'm the public affair. And so David Villegas was there. And I feel like that's when we revisited the conversation about you coming back on the public affair because it had been roughly a year. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I don't want you to, I'm sorry that I took you so long.
No, it's
all good. But I'm really happy that you're here now. But I apologize to you for taking so long because there's a lot of people still waiting. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you did really good as far as calling the numbers out for me, especially in Spanish because.
Oh, yeah.
I was.
I'm pretty fluent in Spanish.
Yeah, well, I am too. Shut up. But but no, I was just like,
your voice was giving up too. Yeah. And I mean, the thing was that there was a lot of tickets, a lot of prizes, and
we had so many prizes.
Like half of the people that were there in the first half had left by the second half.
Exactly. And let me tell you something. It was David's wife, Felicia. Shout out to her. I fucking love her. She kept coming to me every 5 minutes with goddamn fucking pizza for Bubba's and shit. I was like, damn, bitch, how many prizes do we got? Shit.
We got like 50 of those.
We had so many fucking pizzas. I was just like, here, just fucking take them. You know what I mean? But no, it was the first annual. I don't think you were working for Alinea at the time, or I didn't see you at least. But
I was going to school at the time.
You were going to school. Yeah. Okay. You know, why Alinea?
So the broker for the office was actually my teacher in college.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I was interning for her, and because I had to do an internship class to get my certificate.
Was it the woman that was there?
Yeah, Jennifer.
Jennifer, blonde?
Mm-hmm.
I love her. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no, she's awesome.
I fucking love. She kicked out that one bitch from the first one, but anyway. She did. The lady was fucking hitting her kids and shit.
She's so down to earth. And
I love her.
You know, when she sees something wrong, then she'll take action.
Right, definitely.
She's real awesome.
She sure did. She's like, get the fuck out of my office. We ain't having all that ghetto shit in here. This Hewitt bitch.
So she was my teacher, and you know, I interned with her. But even before I started working with her, she was so humble. She was like, look, I'd interview other brokers, other companies, and see what best fits your needs.
Right.
And that really hit me because you know, she wasn't telling me I had to work with her. She was like, no, go see what other people have to offer, and you'll see at the end of the day, which one's the better offer.
And it was Alania. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Do you feel really good? You know, like when I sponsor David, when I do his ads, David Santabanez, you know, I say he's the #1 sales agent. Like, do you feel good working side by side? Like, do you guys have pretty good rapport with each other?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I was just on the phone with David last night.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. We talk back to back. Sometimes I'll do showings for him or he does something.
Okay.
Like when I was out I was just in Colorado a few months ago and I couldn't do a showing.
Right.
So I asked him if he could go do a showing.
Oh, okay. That's so good. Yeah. When I called him, he did say, yeah, I love David. Like, you know.
No, David.
I really love that you guys can work so good together because I do understand that it could be a competitive market. I mean, it's sales at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Same thing when I have other barbers on the show or other like contractors and stuff. I always make sure with my sponsors that it's okay. And what I really enjoy is that specifically my sponsors really have a good rapport with everybody in town, so I really appreciate that.
David's awesome, and he helps out a lot.
Shout out to fucking David. Have you seen his episode of the Public Affair?
I have. Yeah. I mean, he did great.
Yeah, he did. He did fucking awesome. Great. I was cursing a lot like I am on this episode, and I got a lot of flack for that shit, but I don't give a fuck. Okay. It is
right? What it is.
Right, I mean, Allison, who gives a fuck, right? Yeah. Anyway, you know what? So I think that's so good. I mean, you are killing it right now in the real estate market. I'm really happy to see that in a year's time since the last time that we met at Longhorn Steakhouse, who has that hot manager. And he gave us a free appetizer, remember?
He did.
Yeah, he did, Marcus. But yeah, he's hot as fuck. And I love his wife too. That bitch is hot too. But you know what? I'm really happy to see how far you've come in this game. What do you like to do when you're not working, David? Like, I mean, obviously you work out.
Yeah. So working out is one of my biggest passions.
Okay.
And that's honestly what I've been doing. But what I used to do before, I used to mountain bike a lot.
Mountain bike?
Mountain bike.
Like in the dirt and shit?
Yeah, out here in Cameron Park.
I can keep that.
They got ramps, dirt ramps and all that. Yeah. And it was a good time.
Yeah.
I did that. I play frisbee golf every now and then. Or disc golf, I should say, out in Cameron Park.
People who play disc golf get high.
No.
Oh, okay. People I've seen play disc golf get high. Anyway, go ahead.
I'll drink.
You drink. Okay, got you. Do you ever worry about your image as a realtor and then like maybe coming on the show and letting loose on yourself? You know what I mean?
You know, I do, but at the end of the day, I find myself being pretty open with everyone.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I feel like that's such a good quality to have. I just did my radio remote, and he sees me being slutty all over Facebook, and he really appreciates me, so I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're not being yourself, then
exactly,
what's the point of it?
Exactly. I don't even want to fucking get to know you. So you like to work out and stuff. Shout out to Brittany. That's your girlfriend of what? What was it, a year already?
About a year, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. And what's next for you, David?
I mean... You know, I'm trying to get my associates in real estate.
Gotcha.
So with that, I need another year in real estate business.
Right.
And then hopefully I'll be teaching at MCC.
You're trying to be a teacher?
Mm-hmm.
David's gonna be one of those hot teachers, right? Like that teacher, like I would fuck you to get an A. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Brittany was like, she was telling me, she was like, you better be careful with the students though, because you're gonna be pretty young.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Brittany, keep them bitches in check. Okay. No, but I'm just saying I would definitely fuck my teacher for an A. Absolutely. I would. I don't care. Listen, that's it. All right. If I would do it for free, I would do it for an A. Okay.
But yeah, you know, I was thinking about it and I was like, because my teacher, I'm still going to MCC right now.
Okay, got you.
So I'm taking one last class, is real estate math, and she told me, she was like, well, what are you planning on doing with this?
Right.
I was like, honestly, I have no clue.
It's called real estate math.
Real estate math.
They got classes for everything, right?
Yeah.
Do they have classes in being a slut like me?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah. I'm trying to take a class in slutation 101. I'm trying to teach that bitch.
I mean, they got like erotic dancing and whatnot. I mean,
oh shit.
Well, not at MCC.
No, but I've been trying to get a stripper on the show. I asked one, but she left me on red. Yeah. Oh, that'd be hot, right?
Yeah,
shout out Isabel Garcia. She did OnlyFans.
There you go.
I subscribed to that bitch's OnlyFans soon. She said yes. I fucking love Isabel Garcia. That bitch just, I fucking love her. Exo Chavella on OnlyFans. Anyway, David, okay, so you want to be a teacher at MCC. I'm very, very proud of you for what you've accomplished. I know you've got to get going because you have a showing to do. You explained that you want to be a teacher. What have I left anything out, David?
No, I mean, I think we've covered some big topics.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, I've had a blast here.
I'm really excited. I'm really happy that were you scared?
I was scared.
Why?
I was scared because I've never done anything like this, you know?
Yeah.
But then once I put the headset on, I was like, this feels so natural.
It's cool. Yeah, he said he loves to listen to himself talk, and I'm like, I heard myself on the radio just like an hour ago. Literally, I had that remote.
It's kind of weird, right?
Well, I mean, I've been doing it for 6 years.
So you're used to it.
Even my producer Mike, he's like, headphones or no headphones, but it's the radio. Like I have to hear myself talk. You know what I mean? Like I have to listen to myself because I have to make sure I know that I don't know. It's just a thing. I don't fucking know.
No, and you know, like before I even did this, I was listening to like some Seth Rogen podcast.
Oh my God. You know who I've never listened to?
Who's that?
Seth Rogen.
Really?
Because I don't watch other podcasts. I do watch Talk of Love with Lacey Skulls from Rock of Love, but like I did not know who Seth Rogen was until after I started The Public Affair, because people compared me to him, and then I've had a lot of people tell me, well, Roman the realtor told me if Wendy Williams and Howard Stern had a baby, it'd be me, which I feel like is a really high honor and compliment, because I love fucking Wendy Williams, fucking love that bitch. But yeah,
yeah. I mean, you know, he does a great job.
Okay,
he does a great job, but the thing
I have to
is
watch
that
him.
Everyone takes their own take on it.
Yeah,
as long as you have your own spin on it, then
I just don't like being PC, unique. David.
Yeah, like, no, you got to be unique.
Yeah, I was having that conversation with my friend George, who made this shirt, by the way, George Carbajal. We had a conversation about it the other day because he was telling me about all these people I should have on the show, and he always recommends really good guests. And then, you know, we were just talking about the general idea of the show, because a lot of people want to turn The Public Affair into something that I don't want it to be.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be political.
No.
I ain't trying to fucking stand up for nobody. I'm just trying to be a slut and interview hot men.
Yeah, I mean,
and women.
Make sure it's what you want at the end of the day.
That's it. You know what I mean? And get drunk as fuck on the show. David, I'm so happy that you came here. So, you know, one more question before we get going. How do you find the time to do your personal hobbies? I mean, you seem pretty busy. Like yesterday, you were helping a friend move because you guys have your own little thing going on. But do you want to give that a little shout out? Or?
Yeah. I want to give Waco Helpers a shout out. I mean, shout out to Kenneth Ramirez. He's a great guy.
Is he hot? He can come move my house if he wants to.
He can move your house.
I ain't moving, but you can come move it.
He'll have people my age. There you go. So
22?
22.
Yeah, because you have to be over 21 to fuck with me. Fuck that. Yeah.
No,
I put that on my Grindr World Tour profile. I was like, over 21 only. Like, fuck that.
We're all over 21. So,
okay, good.
So hit up Waco Helpers. He does a great job.
Waco Helpers, they help you move your house.
Yes.
And that's why you had to cancel on me yesterday, because you were moving a house in Mansfield. I was pissed.
Money's money.
Money's money, exactly. If I have to lay on my back for this money, I'm going to do it.
So yeah, I mean, you know, Kenneth's a good guy. He helps me out every now and then.
I'm so happy.
And so, you know, it's a good thing to have.
Okay.
It's a good thing to have friends like that, because if you have friends that are doing great in their businesses, it only pushes you to even do better in yours. I
absolutely agree with you. My best friend is like a manager at his job at some aircraft mechanic place. I don't want to say it because I don't know if he wants to put his business out there like that. But no, but he's always told me, like, Andrew, you were meant to do this. Again, shout out to my friend Israel Carbajal, who said the same thing. He goes, podcasts should have been something you started a long time ago, Andrew. And to everybody who did that. So I agree. You have to surround yourself with the right people. And would you say that played a major success in your successes now?
Yeah, I mean, definitely getting in touch with the right people will help you out, because as long as you have positivity around you,
absolutely,
you're going to shoot for good.
I agree with you 100%. David, I'm so grateful that you want to take one more shot just for the hell of it?
Yeah.
Or are you going to get too drunk for your thing?
No, I'm good. I can handle my alcohol.
I can't. After this shot, I'm going to be drunk as fuck. That's why I'm going to take half.
Going to be stumbling out of here.
I am going to be stumbling out of here. Okay. I cut back on the drinking a lot.
That's good.
A lot, yeah. But this is clear liquor, so surely there's no sugar in it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to fill it up?
That's good.
Okay. Oh, I kept going. I didn't realize that. No, I cut back on the drinking a lot because that was part of my weight loss. Like, a lot of people don't realize that. Now,
it plays a major factor.
Well, it does. And I want to go ahead and clarify that too. Like, well, this probably is all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, when I said that I stopped drinking, guys, I never had a problem with drinking. I want to make that very clear. And the reason why I cut back on the drinking was for my weight loss. You know what I mean? Like, beer makes you fat as fuck, and so do mixed drinks. Like, you know what I mean? And those were my vices. And when I used to party and turn up, it was margaritas and beer back to back, mixing. Wine and Food Festival get banned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I mean, you can go to the gym all you want, but if you're gonna finish a 6-pack at the end of the day,
it's for nothing. And so that is why that is the major reason why I cut back on the drinking, was because I was very invested in losing my weight. Like, when you see yourself on camera week after week and you're a fat, slobbery, gutty mess and your fucking buttons are begging for life, and look me now, I can cross my fucking legs on the show. I love it.
It messes with your self-esteem.
It does mess with your self-esteem. So that's why I cut back on the drinking. But I'm gonna take this shot with David because he's hot as fuck. I'm so happy that you came onto The Public Affair. And he's got to go house to show. You better sell that fucking house. And take this tequila with you because, God. David, thank you again so much for coming on to The Public Affair. I'm so happy that you finally got to come on to the show. Thank you to everybody who watched this episode of The Public Affair. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this episode. Before we leave, I definitely want to give a shout out to a few more of our sponsors of The Public Affair. Of course, the Banda's hauling service with Julian and Ana Banda. They rent dump trailers. You can fill them up and they haul them away. They also do junk removals and tree brush removals and haul cars in and out of town, which is a really good idea because I often wonder, how am I going to get my car? Like, if I move, somewhere somewhere. Like, I'm not trying to drive it. I got to drive a moving truck too. So you can contact Banda's hauling service for that. Julian and Anna Banda, thank you so much. Make sure you book now with the number on the screen. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, I can't go on without mentioning my vice, Fat Boy Michelada and Botana with Junior Banda. They provide the best Michelada and Botana plates for yourself or for a party. They just came to Soco Soccer Academy on Wednesday. They made micheladas and Botana trays for everybody. It was delicious. I rolled around in it. Oh, it's so good. They're locally, yeah, bro, you got to try it. You've got to try it. They're locally operated. Make sure you get the best and out there as darling. Fat Boy Michelada, my boy Junior Banda, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. This episode was also brought to you by Soco Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez. They're located on Franklin Drive. They offer team, small group, and individual skill training. They also specialize in soccer training with Dominic, so he'll teach your kids how to be true soccer athletes. Make sure you follow them on Facebook at Soco Soccer Academy and at Soco254 on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Again, thank you guys so much again for all your love and support of the show. I sure do appreciate it. You guys are the best. Again, thank you to Rogue Media Network with Allison and Mike. I'm getting a little tipsy. You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. If you guys are not watching The Public Affair during the week, make sure you tune into me on Power 108 weekdays from 1 to 3 p.m. I'm live on air, a little bit more censored because it is the radio and we're licensed by FCC. But on The Public Affair, you know, you get it all. And don't forget, darling, I'm going to do it with the tequila shot. So always keep it between us. Oh, still...
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.